Okay, it is December 21st, Monday, the third Monday of the month of December, and today is another lesson. Martha's tips and tricks, largely me, but mom's going to do her best, as usual, to kind of share simple steps and simple things that people that maybe haven't mastered computers and things like that. These are lessons to help you and encourage you to learn a little bit more and make the computer a little more user friendly and helpful. So, in today's newsletter, which everyone received that's subscribed, is today's lesson. And so today's lesson will be for Martha to bookmark the following important links onto her Chrome browser for instant viewing later. So, what we're going to do is one by one, we're going to click on the blue link. And so you can click on that one. This is the CFX, something very cool. It goes to the 4 videos that are the best to share CashFX. Okay, so now it's the process of bookmarking. So rather than just bookmark them all across the top and have them spread, mom, highlight or move your mouse up to the CFX BTC folder down a little left. That little, yeah, there's your first bookmark. The next one over is the CFX group login. The next one over is Gmail. The next one over is CashFX, and you just clicked on it, by the way, which is fine. These are bookmarks, and I want you to go up to, on a Mac, you have a menu. So you can see View up in the very top. Yep, click on View, and it'll show, always show Bookmarks bar. So you can click that off briefly and see they all went away. So on a Mac, if you don't see your bookmarks, go to View and then click on Always Show Bookmarks Bar, and then they appear. And so mom's bookmarks bar, and the far left one is apps. This is Google Chrome, and so the little 9, yep, click on apps. This is a good way to go to some of the more important links in like YouTube, Gmail, Google Drive, and the web store, things like that. They always build that into their browser. This is Google Chrome. So they have Google related bookmarks and YouTube, Gmail, and all that. They're all right there. Now, mom has added, let's go back to the CFX BTC folder and just click once. This is a folder of bookmarks. Rather than stringing them along the top, they just get further and further and more on the top, and it's big one long line across. But months ago, when I was organizing mom's computer, I made this folder, and all you need to do is right click. Now mom is using a laptop with a trackpad, so when you click, make sure you hold down the control key button on your Mac, and then when you click, it'll bring up a context menu. So just hold down control and click or tap on your on your trackpad. Okay, are you holding down control?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, command. Sorry.
Okay, do control and then click. Yep, it came up briefly. Just control click.
Control click.
There it is. So it came up briefly, so just control click.
Control click. I'm not changing that. It just has been going over.
Yeah, it has to be right on the folder. Okay, there it is. Now just let it sit there. This is a menu of all the options you can do for the bookmarks bar. And if you have a mouse, you can right click. Mom doesn't have a mouse. She has a trackpad on her laptop. So it's a little trickier, but she got it. And so the first one says open all. Don't click on that, but you can highlight. that would open all the bookmarks in that little folder, all 12 of them. And you can open all 12 in a new window, which would, if you have a number of things to do, you could, just leave it there on that one, which is highlighted. That would open up all 12 of those bookmarks in that folder in a new window. A window is the full screen of the browser, and then the tabs, it would open up in tabs, okay? The next one down, open all 12 in an incognito window. That could be useful if you don't want to have cookies or logins remembered or anything like that. You can also come down to rename, and instead of CFX BTC, rename would allow you to rename that little folder, the name of the folder. Cut would copy and delete it at the same time. Copy copies the entire content of the folder, and then delete would delete the folder. Adding a page would add a web page, and you'd have to manually add it. You have to manually type it in. So we don't really do that all the time, but let's do the next one, add a folder, add folder. So click on that, and it comes up with new folder in blue. Let's type tips and tricks, just as a demonstration that this will be a demonstration for tips and tricks. You can type it however you like it. The shorter sometimes is the better, because the name of the folder takes up more width. So you keep it somewhat short. Yeah, maybe adding an ampersand is a good idea. We have a double I in tips. Not the end of the world. There we go.
Yeah, well.
I know, it's hard.
All right.
Okay, now click save at the bottom right. Yeah. So this is how you begin to create these folders. Now, I believe it's saved in the CFX BTC folder. So click once on the CF. Yeah, there it is down at the bottom. Tips and tricks. Now click and drag. You got to push, hold down. And I may have to come over and help because it's a little tricky on a trackpad. In fact, why don't I do that? I'll be right there.
I lost it.
Okay. Yeah, so I can't do that angle. So back here, and we'll just drag this right there. Okay.
Okay.
So now we have a new folder. Sorry, I have to mute myself when I get so close. So now you have a new folder for this demonstration, for this homework assignment, and it's called Tips and Tricks. Okay. So you already have one that is a CFX BTC. CFX standing for CashFX. BTC standing for Bitcoin. Yeah. So these are the blockchain, her inbox for Gmail, her CashFX, success from home, all things related to CashFX. We already have that set up. But now what we're going to do is almost duplicate it in a way in the folder next to it, the tips and tricks. So we have the folder, and again, all you have to do is do a control click if you're on a laptop, and a right click if you have a mouse on your laptop or something like that. If you're on a iPad or a smartphone, it gets a little trickier, and it's a different system entirely. Okay, so this is really for laptops and desktop computers. Let's return back to tab 1, which is your Gmail. Write it straight up. It's got a little M. Yes, right there. That's your Gmail. Okay, great. So mom's reading her email, the newsletter she got, and these are the important links. So the first one, we'll just talk about it for a second. CFX something very cool. These are the 4 best videos to share CFX. So Mom might have someone visit in person or be on Zoom and want to be able to share the 4 best videos to share CFX. So that's the link, which is cfx.somethingverycool.com. So go ahead and click that. That's a hyperlink. It'll open up the link in a new tab, and there they are. Here they come. Okay. So this is a special link we would like to save. So what you do is you move up to the web address. The web address is youtube.com. Yes. And yep, there it is. Now you'll see in front of it is a padlock. That padlock is kind of a way to drag the web address anywhere you want it. So you just drag it down, and it's always the tip of the mouse is what the computer considers what you're clicking on. So she's got the tip of the mouse. Yes, drag it and then release it as soon as that folder. Now click on the folder. You moved it around, but it did make it in there. Okay. So she bookmarked the first link, and it says, now 86 is the number of notifications or something in YouTube. It's a little tricky why that happens, but Mom has 86 little notifications in YouTube, but she has it bookmarked, and it says CFX 4-step introduction. Those are the four videos. Now I realize there's 5. The 5th video explains how to use the 4. Okay, so that is the very first step, and successfully done, by the way, Mom, in creating a folder and creating a bookmark. Now let's return back to the Gmail tab, tab number 1. Your Gmail tab is up at the top. Yep. You click on that. You have so many tabs that it's a small little tab. So you got to be really precise. Now the next one is btc. Very cool. These are the best videos on Bitcoin. And basically, this is a really good time to start watching these videos. So clicking on that opens up the tab, opens up the link in a new tab, and it's loading. It sometimes takes a moment. It goes through my newsletter service and has to get the link. And if we need to, we can close the tab and try again. Yep. Should work faster. And it's taking its time. There it goes. Okay. So this is a list of, I don't know, 35 or so videos. You can scroll around on the right side. That's a list of videos. These are the best videos I have ever found on YouTube. So let's see how many there are at the bottom. There are apparently 19 videos. Okay. So the best videos that I find on YouTube are listed in here. So now you'll take the padlock right to the left of YouTube and drag it into the tip of the mouse onto tips and tricks right there, and drop it. And you did that. Click once on that folder. Now you have 2. The second link is the new one. What is Bitcoin? The best videos to watch and learn from. Okay, so now you bookmark the second link. Now we're getting an accumulation of tabs. In fact, there are a ton of tabs all over the place to the right, and there's so many tabs here that we might close some tabs. Yeah, let's close some tabs. So tabs are up at the top. Those are tabs, right?
Okay.
We got so many of them. We got YouTube, we got Pinterest, let's click on some of these and close them. It's a good lesson. Just click on any of them. That's Pinterest. Click. And it has a little tiny X right by your mouse, by the way. So you can click it and close it. Now I know some of these, now you can keep closing it. It's a little X. Close that tab as well. That's a Vimeo. We got Facebook. Close that tab. Yeah, just keep doing that. And we will eliminate a lot of extra tabs, which were just accumulated, which is fine. and we'll just declutter your browsers. This is a good lesson. Sometimes you have so many tabs, they're hard to organize, they're hard to see where you're at. Okay.
I've never used them.
Yes, you have.
Have I?
Yes, you have. You've been looking at recipes and doing all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So now just keep going. We'll just keep closing tabs. Coinbase and all of these have been websites you visited in the past.
Yeah.
So it's a good lesson to clear them out. Sometimes you keep them, which is fine. We're getting closer, and the tabs are getting bigger. Do you notice?
Yeah.
So if there's less tabs, you open that tab. And these are the tabs we just opened moments ago. We have 3 more. 1, 2, and then 3. Okay. So now we're back to Gmail, and now we can do help dot something very cool. These are the best CFX videos. So relative to things on CFX, it's more than just the 4 videos. It's more learning and lessons. How many videos do we see in this list? You have to scroll down on the right side. Yeah. A lot more, 20, 30. We're in the 40s. Okay, 52 looks like. So you're not going to watch all of these, but over time, you may be interested in doing certain steps or reviewing some other videos that we've done relative to CFX. So let's bookmark this one. It's the padlock, and then drag it over, and then just the tip of the mouse, and then drop it. Yes. Do you see where the tip of the mouse is almost to the left of that folder? You're hovering on the edge. It's in the folder, and the words is where you want the tip of the mouse. That's exactly right. Now we have best of CFX videos right there. Very good. So if we wanted to, what would happen if we clicked on the first link, the CFX 4-step introduction? What would happen? No? Right there. Yeah, right there. What happens is we go to those videos. They're at your fingertips now, right?
Right.
Okay. And so now let's do the INTL dot. Okay. You're clicking on a lot of things, and I think you got it. Yes, you did. So these are the international presentations. We have Spanish, we have Dutch, or Deutsch, I'm sorry.
German.
Yeah, German. We have French and Korean. So there could be a slight chance that you might have to look at these videos. So let's bookmark them. Drag the little padlock into the folder and get the tip of the mouse right on the words. Yep, drop it. Boom. Click once and it'll be there. CFX International Presentation. At the tip of your at the tip of your fingers, so to speak, is that those videos, and now they're bookmarked. So you don't have to find the email, right? You can find the links in your folder on your bookmarks. Okay. So excellent job. We have a few more in the Gmail tab. We can close the tab on CFX International too, by the way, which is the little X to the right on the tab. Yep, right there. Okay. So next one is Martha's tips and tricks. This is going to be a YouTube video onto her channel. There it is. So this is the YouTube channel with all of Mom's videos. So a person could go, and now you're going to, drag it in, tip of the mouse right on the folder, and you can drop it or let go. And there it is, Martha's tips and tricks right at the bottom. Okay, very good. We can close this tab, which is tab number 2 with the little X. Yeah, good. And we return back to Gmail. Now we have a CFX team support and mastermind. This is my Facebook group. Now, not everyone's going to be on Facebook, but mom is. So it's going to load my Facebook page. Okay. This is the private Facebook group. As you see, it says private group, 52 members. You have to be an active member of my team to get access to this Facebook group. But there's a lot of good posts and information. Let's scroll down a little bit slowly as we can see kind of what's in here. So Derek will post our weekly trading results, which is very good. All right.
Too.
Yep, those are photos over, those are recent media, primarily photos. But yep, and there is a listing of the contract payouts, which is good. Little X in the top left to close it. Yep, close that. And so if a person wants a little more support in the Facebook group, it's a very good, well, it's a biased opinion I have, but it is a good group for that additional support. You can ask questions, you can add comments, and we appreciate positive comments, obviously. We don't have any need for negativity, so we generally don't post things that are negative. Because really, there isn't anything negative. Okay? So there we go. Did we bookmark this one? I don't think we did. Drag it and get the tip of the mouse right on the folder or the words and drop it. Yep. You'll notice it opens up briefly and then it goes away, but there it is. The Facebook CFX Team Support and Mastermind. Okay. Excellent. Let's close this tab because we're done. We'll return back to Gmail and we have the CFX Power Team. This is Justin and Luigi, their website for all, basically everyone in CFX. And this gives you access to recorded videos on how to, there are some marketing ideas here. There are tips and other things like that. Lots of good videos. People like Ron Pope, of course, right there. Lots of good information here. So we can bookmark this one as well. So drag the padlock and then drop it. Click it, and there it is down at the bottom. Now, they don't have an icon like Facebook and YouTube do, but there it is, the home for the CFX Power Team site. Very good. All right, let's see if there's any more. I think there might be one more. Let's go back to the Gmail or close the tab if you want. Okay, very good. So we did get them all. Great. So, and then you have Martha's YouTube channel for everyone to watch and learn later. That's essentially the same as the YouTube above. But anyway, if you ever have bookmarks, you now know how to create a folder, and you basically go up to the bookmarks folder line and do a right click. Mom, you'll do a control, not command, but control, and then click. And now you're going to YouTube because that's the click that's the link you clicked on. So you left Gmail, by the way. Don't close it. You'll close everything.
I closed it.
Yeah, but that's Chrome down at the bottom. And it brings up. So the tips and tricks folder is still there. And let's click and see how many. We have all those little bookmarks saved. So if we need to go to the best of CashFX videos, boom, right there, right at your fingertips. Click it. And there they are, the best CashFX videos. We don't have to search for the email. We can find it right away. Okay. So any comments? That was the lesson. And I have a dentist appointment coming up, so I need to run. But any other questions before we close up? Mom, you can hit the red button in the middle top to stop sharing.
Oh.
Chase,
Yes.
you said with the Mac, there's that index across the top which has a view.
Yep.
what about with the regular PC laptop?
Yeah, it's the three dots on the far right of the browser. Three dots. That's where they hide that menu on a
On
PC.
the far right, okay.
Yeah. So that's how, and that's only on Google Chrome, but Firefox and Safari have very, very similar browsers. They tend not to copy, but it's very similar in the structure. So if you use Firefox or Safari, they're the same virtually. Okay.
Those are highly recommended by you. Those I haven't been using either. I've got Firefox, but I don't go there.
Yep. It's all personal preference. I tend to use Safari and Google Chrome, probably Google Chrome the most. Some people don't like Google Chrome because of the tracking that they do. Some
Yeah.
people will use Brave browsers and other browsers. So it's all personal preference, but they all have a way to bookmark. They all have a way to add folders. They all have a way to edit. Generally, you do a right click. If you don't see a menu, you can right click on a bookmark or a link and get access to it that way.
Okay.
So anyway,
That
I
was
hope
good.
that was helpful.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it
Very,
will.
Practice,
very
practice,
helpful, yes.
practice.
Practice,
Martha's
practice.
getting
That's
good at it. Martha's getting good. She's moving around with her ways.
He's a master at the computer.
I'm not a master of anything.
You're
Oh,
you're
yes, you
moving
are.
around pretty good though. You know where to go now, Martha.
Yeah, that
Getting
has
good.
helped a lot. I mean, I know this is always the official address of where you are at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
So everything below is a bookmark, or
A
you know,
website.
if I go to our website, yeah, the blockchain would take me to the blockchain,
Mhm.
and the same. You know, I could go back with the M here. I could go back and be on Gmail. So
Mhm.
you can move yourself around without having to open everything individually and start back at square one. You just use your bookmarks and they really help.
Saves some steps.
Yeah. And then creating the folders means when I want something to do with CFX, they're all here.
Yeah.
So
I gotta
some
get
are
good at
really
that.
good, but it really helps to have this because, yeah. Find the
Can't hear.
video with Tom
Yeah.
on and that ever effects, and so we put it in here, and I've been able to get right to it. So it makes a big difference.
Big
Now with
difference.
tips and tricks, we have all of these folders in one thing. So it's just 2 clicks instead of 10.
Hey.
Hmm.
All right. What I'm going to do is end the recording, and I need to run to the dentist. So
Well, thank
Enjoy.
you, Chase. That was very good.